You know to go from Bluefields to Cornell, and right now how that is, so it's to go to Puerto Cabezas. So then the government was trying to look at easier way, so they build this canal that now we go to Bluefields in 45 minutes. 45 minutes we are in Bluefields, and well done. And but this just happened in the 70s. Before that it was like 8 hours the fastest.
Wow.
You take 16, 20 hours the other one. Everything else was canoe. So it just take you a long time. And Hanover get its name through that same problem because before 1926, when Moncada built that canal with pick and with shovel and with bucket and whatever thing, they used to, when you go into Bluefields, there was a good stretch of land that you had to cross. So when you're going, you take a group with you to haul over the boat, back over the things, then you continue from Caroline, go down. So that's where you get this haul over. That's where this haul over came from. This community, they call it haul, not a haul, it's haul, H-A-U-L, haul over.
All over.
Yeah, haul over. So that's where haul over came from, because you needed to carry people to haul your boat over, and they start calling that area haul over, and just stayed with the community. Now it's haul over.
Things that people did for the first in Pearl Lagoon, like let's say the first person put up a shop, the first person put up a, let's say, a bakery, the first person put up a hotel. You know any?
Okay, let's say the bakery, people had lived off home, making things like making Johnny cake, we used to call it garden party. People want to raise some money, they would bake soda cake, they would bake bread, they would bake what you call home country cakes. Country cakes is cocoa cake, cassava cake, banana cake, breadfruit cake, and all the cake we call country cake. So then when people wanted to make some money, they would have a get together, and your people come with their string music, and you dance, and they used to call it kermesse. I remember what they used to call it. Kermesse, they used to call it kermesse. Then when you dance with a girl, you would give her a piece of cake or give her a piece of something, and these kind of things. Huh? But one of the first people to start these hostels, or what you call pensiones, was your grandmother, if I make mistake, Mr. James and Miss Lillian, was one of the first two to start have, when people come, they would give them some food and have one or two rooms. This started to like in the 70s. In the 70s, after the dredge came and more people were passing through and people wanted to where to stay, you'd find these people like Miss Lillian, who started a bakery, and I mean more like not bakery, but like a comedor. We'd have you go and you find food and whatever. So they were one of the first ones, and then you had afterward Aire Libre, which is now Silma, and then you had Zoraida, Doggy, and then you have Green Lodge, and from there you have the rest. But this is how that happened, and it happened because people start passing through and wanted where to sleep and wanted food. So we start doing these home thing. Then you do it in your house. You fix up a few rooms, and when people come around, they find where to lodge and find food. Usually when Christmas time is coming, there's a lot of things used to happen in this. People start preparing up their drinks. You have all kind of drink. You have ginger beer. You have your different kind of sorrel drink. You start thinking about Christmas. It was a thing of giving. People start preparing whatever they want to do for Christmas. People start visiting, and the churches them start preparing. You start finding people start organizing to go and do singing. You go and you sing at the house. Someone come out and they give you say, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some, so bring some out here. And then the people would come out and they give you a little bit of whatever they have. They bring out their ginger beer, they bring out their sorrel drink. This sorrel drink is what they call now Flor de Jamaica. But we know that long time sorrel drink with ginger. They would bring it out with and you drink that and you eat and then afterward, between Christmas and New Year, they would have this masquerade, where they would go out and play music. They would disfigure their face. What you say? Put on what you call it? Whatever looking face to disfigure yourself, to change yourself, like Halloween, something like Halloween, where I would say costumes. They put on a costume, which you change your features, you change everything, and they dance but they never used to whop you as they used to do this whipping. Now it's a thing of whipping, or more like dancing, and you're giving them what you have. If you have money, you give them money. If you have eggs, you give them eggs. If you have rice, you give them rice. Because what they do after that is have a big cooking and enjoy it. It was like a continuation of the Christmas. But this used to happen basically between Christmas and New Year. Now you don't have it then. Now you don't have it at any time they have it now. You have it 3-4 times a year you have Moscow coming out. It all changed, but in our time was basically between Christmas and New Year. You'll find the Moscows come out, they come and they dance, you give them whatever you have, and they go and they have a night of enjoyment, a night of partying, and go about themselves. That was one of the things. The second thing is that in Christmas time, most all homes would prepare something for the like how they say food and things. So when people come around, you have what to give them. You have a thing of, as I mentioned before, a thing of giving. Everybody made their soda cake, their cakes, whatever thing, and their home cake. This country cake was a big thing. Rice cake, whatever kind of cake. Then for New Year, we would have what we call our New Year soup.
That's what
New Year soup.
Where that New Year soup come from?
Okay, that's another tradition that you see people used to sit up to see the New Year. So to sit during the whole night, you prepare this dish. So you sit around this and you do whatever thing until you see the new day, the new year.
So they will have that soup for
to keep you going and do whatever thing. That was basically that to keep you going during the whole night.
Because I hear one theory that soup thing come from Haiti.
Well,
I'm not sure
well, I know that it's only on New Year we used to do it like that midnight soup. It's a midnight soup.
Yes, sir.
It's a midnight soup.
I hear Haiti do the same soup thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's in December, but then do it for celebrating independence.
Yeah, well, you see, this happened because usually when you're going to sit up all night, it's like when you go to a setup, you need to have something. Then the homes themselves to prepare this to sit up and wait on the new year.
Okay, interesting. I get me answer. After all.
And then a lot of people start doing it all around now. They do it, eh?
All around the coast, I still not do that.
Never see it yet.
They're not doing no soup thing. That when I got there, I was surprised. Yeah. I mean, my mentality was like everybody do soup when I got nobody no soup.
Soup, Moscow, domino, and these things were all coast people things. Baseball, kitty alley, all these games were Caribbean coast because I came from these are the islands and the here in the Caribbean. Now I am not. Maybe it's some sense. Maybe the idea came from that same Haiti business, Haiti thing. People use it as a way to say, no man, if you're going to sit up to see the new year, we need to have something to keep you up. So we started this midnight soup. But I know it's basically for you to see the new year. Some people sit up till 1 o'clock and say, okay, I don't see the new year, and they go to bed. Some say, no, I want to see the sun and whatever. But it's a midnight thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Thank you.